Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. This time we are going to be talking about Streets of Rage 3 on the Sega Genesis. In Streets of Rage 3, you pick from one of four characters. Unfortunately, Max is gone. He's been replaced with Zan, who I hate. I just really hate playing as him. I kind of wished we had Max back. But the story is pretty similar to the other two games. You are once again fighting the Syndicate and Mr. X. Only this time, they're robots. Because we can't go to space yet, it's not the fourth version of this, so hey, we gotta wait until we get our space episode. Yes, I'm using horror movie logic on that. What this does do is add in a bunch of cutscenes, which are okay. They're pretty decent. It's usually just a still frame, or maybe a screen with a little bit of animation to it, and then the character's image and some text, as you can see. It's not bad. It does the job. It really just sort of gets you through this story, which you've probably played before, or you've probably gone through before with other beat-em-ups, where there's a bad guy, he's doing bad things, and you need to beat the shit out of a whole bunch of people in order to stop him. Some of those people may or may not actually be doing bad things, but hey, they're in your way, and you're the one who put the quarter in, so you can beat the crap out of them. Every once in a while when I play these, I really start to question whether or not I'm actually the good guy or the bad guy. So along the way, you find out that the bad guys, the Syndicate, they have a robotics factory, and that robotics factory is creating a bunch of copies of you. So you fight Robot Axel and Robot other people. I'm not sure how you fight Robot Zan, since he's already kind of a cyborg, but yeah, you'll figure that one out. The game has 4 endings depending on the difficulty that you play it on and how fast you can beat certain levels. It's fine. I'm really terrible at this, so I did not get any of the endings. I made it pretty far into it, but there were some spots where I just could not get past. That being said, it's a pretty fun game. I think the story gets you to where you need to go. And yeah, the cutscenes are pretty good for what they're needed to do. If you're wondering about Streets of Rage 4, well, that takes place in the good timeline continuity. So you get the good ending in this game, and then you jump into Streets of Rage 4, and that's just going to continue on with the plot if you beat this game and got the good ending. So that was kind of fun. Streets of Rage 4 is a lot of fun, so definitely play that one if you get a chance. This is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, like the other two, and it's really well done. I think it looks great compared to the other two. The sprites are very well detailed. Axel found a yellow shirt along the way, so he's wearing that, which is great. This is when I kind of go back and realize, oh, maybe he was wearing a yellow shirt the whole time, and I just didn't realize it. But I'm pretty sure it was white. It's not that important. Anyway, what is kind of cool is the special meter. You actually have a special meter. So once that thing is filled up, then you can use your special attack. And they're pretty easy to use. It's just one button, you press it, and you're good to go. Everything else is pretty smooth with this game. It's pretty easy to figure out the strategies for what you need to do for the bosses. Some of them can be really goddamn annoying, like the one that I'll probably focus on the most. The 3 samurai guys that you have to defeat. That was just really frickin' annoying. The weird clown with his kangaroo, I feel like that person needed to be beat up anyway. Like, even if they weren't involved in all of this, that guy needed to get his ass kicked. I mean, why do you think having a pet kangaroo is a good idea? And why do you think you need to train it to beat up other people? It's just very weird. The game does add in some environmental hazards, which is kind of fun. You've seen these in other games, like the motorcycles going by, or in this section where like the minecarts will fly past you. It's great. I like the way it's done. It does give you enough time to actually move out of the way and react, so that's great. Of the first 3 games, this is the best looking one. I think the cutscenes are pretty good. They do move the story along, and they don't necessarily look great, but they're pretty well done and worked into the game fairly well. You don't come to a crashing halt and have to go through some dialogue, so it's pretty fun to have those there. I think the images on them all look pretty good. I do wish the characters, like the images, would actually change around depending on what's going on. Like if they had to get upset or something like that, I wish the character faces had changed. But, oh well, it's not that important for everything. When you're in game, it looks really good. Everything looks awesome, especially once you get to this level, which is pretty early on. That's when things get a little trippy and weird, but it still works pretty well for the game. This level in the nightclub is actually one of the spots where I was wondering if I was actually the bad guy or not, but I guess the plot says I'm the good guy, so beating up a bunch of random people on a dance floor is probably okay. Some of the visuals on this get a little trippy, but so if you have epilepsy, maybe skip that level if you want. There really isn't too much to say about this. I like pretty much everything with the game. I think the graphics are great. I think the special meter is just wonderful. It doesn't take away your health. You don't have a limited number of them. And it does have kind of a cooldown time for you to actually, to keep you from just spamming special attacks the entire time. The bosses are all pretty good. It does take some time to kind of get their pattern down. You can't just walk up to them and punch them in the face repeatedly and hope that works. They do have their own weirdness to them. Sometimes I feel like you don't really have the time that you need to really adapt to them. Or sometimes it's just hard to pull off what you need to do in order to beat them. It can get annoying, but not overly annoying. The music in the game is really good too. I really enjoy that. I think it's not the best. I still like the first one more. So yeah, the music is just really good in this. I don't like Zan in this game at all. I wish he had been replaced with Max. I thought that was a better character. I just think that would have made the game a little bit better. Like, not much, but it would have made it just a little bit better for me. Because I didn't get tired of playing with Axel because I think he's a lot of fun. I think Blaze is a lot of fun. I like Skate, the character, but I don't like playing as Skate. And I thought Zan was just kind of too slow in plotting. I wish I knew more as to why Max got dropped from this. I would like to think it was Capcom pointing out that, hey, you can't just rip off Hagar and Zangief. That's not going to fly. But I really doubt that happened. It was probably just, dropped for this Zan character, and I wish Max was in it instead of him. Let's just get into my final thoughts here before I keep rambling on. So we've come to the end of the Streets of Rage series, or at least the Genesis ones. I'm not really gonna go into some of the other Streets of Rage games at the moment because I just don't really want to. Of the 3 games, I think 2 is probably my favorite. 3 is really good. If I could combine 2 and 3 into one, that would be better. I think 4 did the specials in a way that I like a lot more. 3 Special System is very good, though. So I think overall 2 is my favorite at this point. Once I play 4 for this channel, maybe that'll change my opinion or something like that. But right now, I think 2 is probably my favorite, and then 3, and then 1. And at that point, I'm just like trying to nitpick these games, which really shouldn't matter a whole lot. All 3 of them are really great games. So that's going to wrap things up. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have a favorite Streets of Rage or a favorite beat 'em up, let me know. I will talk to you all later. Bye.